Hi, I'm Kara Gibson-Bristow with Exit Equity LLC. We work with business owners that own privately held companies when they are selling their business to start their next chapter. And one of the things, I've had this conversation a few times this week and wanted to talk about the common mistakes that business owners make when trying to sell their company independently. So if you have grown a profitable business, I have a feeling that you have at least at one point been approached with an email or a letter by someone saying that they'd be very interested in buying your business. Sometimes that'll prompt a phone call to my team of saying, hey, I'm deciding if I should just do this myself or work with an M&A advisory team to help sell my business. So here are the things to think about if you want to even try and go that for sale by owner route. So one, of course, the first thing is, it's really a shot in the dark a lot of times when people are reaching out to you and saying that they'd like to purchase your business. So a lot of times that's just a way that someone asking is trying to get more information. So if you are ever going to talk with somebody independently before you give them anything, sign a non-disclosure agreement before you share anything about your business. Again, as we kind of talk through this with clients, I hope you'll see the value that a knowledgeable M&A advisor or business broker can bring to walking you through this process. The other common mistake is thinking that, just because they've contacted them, that this is a deal that's going to go through. It can often be that first blush of just hearing revenue numbers or, to try and get a business owner's attention, a one-off buyer will give a pretty nice, juicy offer for your business. That doesn't mean that after they learn more, they may not increment their pricing down or really slow down in the process of going to sell. So a lot of times on our team, we say, if you have one buyer, you have no buyer. You, if you're just working one-on-one with someone, have no negotiating leverage, and you're spending a lot of your time, effort, and money to try and make sure that this transaction is making sense. Another common mistake that we'll talk about is, okay, so let's say you do come to some terms with this potential buyer, and I have business owners asking, well, do I just need an attorney at this point? And again, I'll say, well, it depends. Attorneys, even knowledgeable transaction attorneys, they can help assist with putting together the letter of intent or a contract. Depending on your size deal, you may not need an attorney to help with your letter of intent because it is a non-binding contract. You may just want them to look over it. But again, right, if they're constructing the whole thing, you can see how your costs are going up for something that you're not quite sure yet if it's going to go through. And also that attorney is there to hedge your risk and paper what you are asking them to paper. A lot of times those attorneys don't have a strong grasp on things like your balance sheet, how your working capital should be set up. What cash should you be able to take out of the business? Where's your AR and AP going to go? So again, these are all of the little details that an M&A advisor or a business broker can help negotiate and be that third party in the middle so that when you are working through this with a potential buyer, if there does get a little heat between you, that's not going to stick around for when you guys are post-sale and doing the transition and working together for months to come. So those are some common mistakes that business owners make. And again, I'll throw out, because I can't help myself, some pros of working with a great business broker. They're going to be able to package your business in a way that highlights all of the best parts of your business. They're going to have access to buyers that you don't have access to. They're going to be able to maintain confidentiality while they're going and sourcing those buyers so that your team, your competitors, and anyone in and around your business don't know that you are contemplating a sale. And I have negotiated at times on deals, just one deal point that covers far and beyond the commission that me or my team makes on a deal. That's how important it can be to have someone knowledgeable working with you and making sure that all of the terms are working in your favor. So those are just a few thoughts if you're out there contemplating maybe working with someone that's approached you on your own. And I'll say, welcome to a conversation with me or someone on my team. Even if you decide to go that route, ultimately, I think it doesn't hurt for you to talk about your situation in particular and see if this could be a good fit for you to work with a team. So reach out to us at Exit Equity and we're happy to discuss.